Marvel Rivals is finally out and I cannot wait to play it. I'm super excited. I am a huge Marvel fan. I don't play a lot of hero shooters though, which means I'm going into this game completely blind in terms of how to play the game, what to look for, what the terms are, everything like that. So in my journey on how to find who my main character is going to be, I want to share that with you. And today's first character is going to be none other than Peter Parker, the Amazing Spider-Man. If you don't know who he is, I don't know how you've gotten this far, but when you think of Marvel, you're going to think of Spider-Man. I'm going to play this character, I'm going to break down some of the basics, and I'm going to show you all how I'm learning, which will probably help you also learn how to play the character, as he's probably one of the hardest characters in the game to learn and get good at. If that sounds interesting to you, let's get into it. The questions that I'm asking myself, and that you can also ask yourself as well, is do you have fun with this character? Do you enjoy this character before you got on the game? Can you understand this character's basic game plan? And can you see yourself sitting down and learning how to play this character and learn how to get good with them? Going into the training mode, I saw that a lot of his abilities highlight his mobility. So being able to swing around, use the web cluster to apply I'm going to call it the web mark, using the web line to pretty much either pull you towards them or pull them towards you and be able to stack on damage. And that uppercut is really good as a last kill move, essentially, or the end of your combo. Spider-Man is a character where you're going to want to swing to the back line, attack the enemies, get your kill off, and get out, and that web swing is really helpful for doing that. The one thing I will tell you though, a lot of people probably don't notice this, is that if you use your get over here, when there's no web marker, you'll pull them towards you, and if you put the web marker on them, you'll pull yourself towards them. Utilizing both of these things in a match and knowing the situations when to do that is something that's really crucial. The one thing that I'm really looking for when playing this character is, do I feel like Spider-Man? Am I holding the team back, or am I able to get kills and actually make my team worthwhile? And am I actually able to play this character at a way that's effective, or am I just kind of struggling and stumbling around trying to figure it out? So from what I was playing in the few matches that I did, it made a lot of sense for his basic game plan. The main thing that's difficult is being able to put it all together and know when it's time to attack, when it's time to swing away, when it's time to use your web line, when it's time to pretty much stick with the team. So just being able to learn when it's time to stick and move and dodge is very important. However, you have to use all of his abilities in the right situation. If you miss your web cluster, you're not going to get the same damage that you need. If you miss your web line, well, now you got to wait for your cooldown, and you're not going to get the enemy towards you or you towards the enemy. So now you have to wait. So again, your damage is interrupted. What? I missed? I cannot believe I missed my web line. How did that? If you miss your uppercut, guess what? You didn't kill the enemy, so now you used all your abilities, you've missed the rotation, and now the enemies are on you, so now you got a web swing. If you missed your web swing, whether it's too high or it's in the wrong spot, guess what? You're now stuck on the map and you're probably gonna die. So I will say learning how to be optimal with your abilities and where to place them and what to do with them, that's obviously for every character in the game, but Spider-Man is a character where that is needed for you to work. Again, as a huge Spider-Man fan, playing all the games from Spider-Man PlayStation 1 all the way to Spider-Man PlayStation 5, Spider-Man 2 more specifically, this game really does capture the feel of being able to web your enemies with the triangle button, swing around. You don't really have that free form, free flow Spider-Man PS4 combat, but you don't need that in this game, right? The vibe and the feel of Spider-Man is captured very well. Web swinging in, attacking the enemy, web swinging away, or web zipping away. Man, that is a feeling that is, it's hard to beat once you understand how to play the game.
Cover, we got a sniper. Turned out the sniper's lights.
Oh my god, that uppercut is so satisfying to actually hit. Where you going? Sit down. Nah.
Here we come. Crack the whip. I got your back.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, y'all. We in there. Yeah, I can say as a super Spider-Man fan, even when I was messing up, when I missed my rotation, when I got double teamed, when there was somebody able to shut down my approach, I still had fun. Again, I was playing Spider-Man in a team-based shooter, hero shooter to be more specifically, and you're not going to be able to do that with anybody else in the game. So it just felt right. It felt amazing, spectacular, sensational, if you will. He was one of the most played characters that I had on the beta, along with Luna Snow, Iron Man, a couple others we're going to cover later. However, it still sucked to misplay or to not actually hold up my end of the bargain when it came to damage dealing. I'm definitely ready to work on the skills that is needed to make my Spider-Man better. The first thing I gotta do is figure out how is every Spider-Man player able to like swing to the ground, like they're able to like a web slip on the ground and then move up. I don't know how to get that. If somebody can help me in the comments figure that out, that'd be super helpful. The other thing I need to know how to do is to aim my web cluster better, because just being able to aim in this game is going to be super important. But for Spider-Man especially, being able to aim, because he's pretty much got a, I think it's a projectile, I don't know if it's projectile or hit scan, but being able to just aim my web abilities, super important, it's super crucial, as well as making sure I don't attack out of sequence, which is what I alluded to in the video earlier. In terms of team placement, I gotta say Spider-Man really works well with a lot of different teams. A lot of his abilities and his damage and his mobility means that he's going to be able to work well with a lot of different characters in terms of what they can do or what their actual end goal is. For example, if you have if you have Iron Man, for example, shooting from the sky, you can have Spider-Man swooping from behind and go and kind of finish the job. If you have a Thor going in from the front, taking away the damage because they're targeting him, you can go again from the behind, attack them that way. If you have a good healer, again, they can kind of keep you alive while you take care of the damage on your side. Again, I'm using the terms because a lot of characters can work well with Spider-Man. He's going to be good in this game. You just have to be good with him. In terms of team up abilities, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really use it that much. It's okay. Like, it can save you in situations, which is always good. Like, you can pop it and then not get hit or reduce your damage. But in my personal opinion, it does not make or break you playing the character. That's like an add-on or like some frosting or a cherry on top. I wouldn't say play this character because of his team up, but if you're playing the game and somebody has a Venom or a Penny Parker on your team, it's a little benefit to have. Since it's Spider-Man and since it's a duelist in a game where everybody wants to play duelist and hardly plays anybody else, and he's already the most popular Marvel character, damn near the most popular superhero, there's going to be a high chance you're going to run into people playing him. So if you are only a Spider-Man player, you might have trouble picking this character every single time, or picking him when the team comp doesn't make sense. Like, if you have 5 DPSs and you're the 6th person loading in, maybe picking Spider-Man isn't the greatest idea for that team. And also, if somebody's playing Spider-Man and you don't play anybody else and you don't know how to play tank or healer, now you're kind of stuck. So I would just tell you, beware if you're only Spider-Man player, because you might run into people picking your character. However, that's just what a spider does, you know what I mean? And last but not least, like I said, I played the games, I've read the comics, I've watched the movies, I've worn the costume on Halloween, I have the action figures. Trust me, it's Spider-Man. He is one of my favorites, if not my favorite Marvel character. I want to play the character, and I want to get better. From a grade, from let's say E all the way to A, because I'm not doing S rank, we're going to treat this like school. There's no S grade in school. So out of E to A, we're going to go to A+. Spider-Man is definitely one of the mains, without a doubt. With that being said, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for making it this far. Every time I say this, you don't have to be here, but you chose to be here, and that's what matters. If you want to see me play a specific character, let me know in the comments section below. You can also vote in my community tab, where I put different characters that you can vote for right there. as well as you can like, comment, subscribe the video. That way you can see more of these when they come out. I'm going to be on this game pretty heavily. I'm having such a blast, and hopefully I see you all in another lobby or two. Take care.